Congratulations, well done. You have watched all 52, maybe 53, or maybe even 54 videos in the Monday Management Tips series. So well done. By now, you would have had a good grasp on management, and you could be transitioning into being a great leader. You can be a manager and be a really great leader. Now, I want to take you back to video number 3 in this series, in which we talked around leadership as being a journey. Just want to refresh you on that one. And it comes in 3 stages. So the first stage is understanding where you fit within the organization. You've just been promoted. So it's understanding the goals, your priorities to deliver value and what that value is to your boss and your manager or to the organization. And more importantly, understanding what's urgent against important. The second stage is putting the systems, building that system to support you in your leadership. And the systems we're talking about are dashboards. We're talking about scoreboards. We are talking about delegation of authority, reporting lines, roles, responsibilities, maybe even team charters, vision, mission, and values of your team. We're also looking at the cadence of your team meetings and your one-on-ones and what is discussed within that. And more importantly, the reward and recognition system and mechanism that you are currently using. And that's going to support you to get to the next level, which is stage 3, right? Which is transitioning into leadership. And that means looking at the bigger picture. Now you have all the systems working, you can then step out of the day-to-day to look at what is currently going on strategically, taking a walk in your boss's shoes, knowing what's important and what's urgent at that level. We're also communicating more intentional communication. You're linking strategy down to the execution for your people with purpose and giving meaning to things. We're understanding ourselves more. Like I said, we're communicating, we're asking questions, we're linking the dots, and in turn, all of this will actually start empowering other people to get results. Now, this brings us on to the essence of what I'm talking about now. What makes someone a good manager will not, and I repeat, will not make them a great leader. There is a clear distinction between management and leadership. Managers are typically responsible for people and outcomes, making decisions, executing on those decisions, delegating, building teams, enforcing control and discipline. Whereas leaders, on the other hand, are people that inspire, they motivate people, they encourage, they develop through coaching other people. They challenge the status quo because they're never satisfied. They're bigger picture thinkers, and they're tenacious in achieving their vision, mission, and values that they've determined. But why should this actually be different? Shouldn't everybody who's a manager be a great leader? I want you to think about this. So being who wants to be managed? Ask that question. Who wants to be managed? And I'll tell you the answer. The answer is nobody. Nobody wants to be managed. Do you know what they want instead? They want to be led by a leader with a vision, a mission, and a purpose to execute. But you know the good news? Anybody can be a leader. It's just a case of understanding who you are leading. Look, I get it. In an organization, it's a challenge, right? It's more than just a title change from manager to leader. It's a bigger picture mindset shift that will enable you to become a really great leader. For the organization, this is going to be measured by the actions that you take and the understanding of how you deliver value back to the organization. That's really important. For your people, it's going to be the environment that you create, the relationships that you build, the trust that you foster within your team and your department, and how you develop others. And in turn, what that is going to do, that will empower your direct reports and your team to lead themselves and to create value for you as their leader, which in turn will create value for the organization. And you've done this because you have created a direction for your team. You have created ownership. You have articulated the expectations around results and performance. You've encouraged communication. You have, and then finally, what you have done, you have created a culture of accountability. By the way, this is all in one of the videos around team charters. Look, the key takeaway from this is stop thinking and behaving like a manager. Nobody wants to be managed. In this day and age, people want to be led by a leader with a cause and someone who can link strategy back down to what does this mean for your direct reports in terms of delivering their results? What is the meaning that you're giving to them? So your challenge is stop being a manager and start being a leader.